Mobile esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry, especially in Asia, which is why some brands have continued to make premium gaming smartphones over the years in order to serve the hardcore gamers who are always seeking a bit of competitive advantage. The company that put in the most effort is undoubtedly ASUS, which has so far released 2 generations of ROG phone with a trove of accessories. This year, we have the ROG Phone 3, which has once again impressed me with significant upgrades. Better yet, it's compatible with most of last year's accessories. But first, let me show you what's new here. In a nutshell, the ROG Phone 3 is basically the ROG Phone 2 with improvements in all the key areas. It's one of the first 2 smartphones to pack Qualcomm's Snapdragon 865 Plus processor, which is 10% faster than the regular Snapdragon 865 in both CPU and GPU speeds. It also has a much larger heatsink and a redesigned 3D vapor cooling chamber on the inside to help avoid CPU throttling and keep a steady frame rate while gaming. In fact, just below this RGB logo on the back, you'll find a transparent window that shows part of the heatsink, which I think is pretty cool. The ROG Phone 3 still comes with a 6.59-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display, except the refresh rate has been bumped up to 144 Hz for a more silky smooth gameplay. And this is apparently supported by over 100 games already. The touch sampling rate has also been pushed up to 270 Hz to ensure that all your taps and swipes are instantaneous. The feature that surprised me the most on the ROG Phone 3 is actually audio. It's pretty much the same pair of front-facing speakers, but with much better clarity, heavier bass and wider soundstage. This is all thanks to some tuning magic done by Swedish audio specialist Dirac. I would go as far as saying that these are definitely the best loudspeakers I've ever listened to on a smartphone. I heard very fine details that would otherwise only be available on a pair of good earbuds, and with my eyes closed, I could almost pinpoint where some of the sounds were coming from. I definitely appreciated this improvement in audio in games like PUBG and Kingdom 2 Crowns, though I actually wouldn't mind using this phone just to watch videos or listen to music. But there's more. When gaming, the ROG Phone 3 also enhances specific types of in-game sounds like gunshots or footsteps in order to sharpen your senses on the virtual battlefield. This works on both speakers and headphones. In terms of gaming controls, I already liked last year's air triggers, which supported tapping and sliding inputs. On the ROG Phone 3, these can also do swipe input, continuous trigger by holding down, and dual partition buttons. I tried to use these in PUBG, but I had to adjust my grip to tap the dual partition buttons correctly, so your mileage may vary, but at least the options are there for you. Like before, the ROG Phone 3 still comes with a generous 6000 mAh battery, which is why the phone still weighs a whopping 240 grams. What's new is that with the same 30-watt charging power, the battery can reach 4510 mAh in just 45 minutes. That said, the new PowerMaster app also comes with options that help you prolong your battery's lifespan. As much as I liked last year's ROG Phone 2, the one major gripe I had was its main camera. Fortunately, the ROG Phone 3 comes with a new 64-megapixel sensor with much better low-light performance. There's also the old 13-megapixel ultra-wide camera with a newly added 5-megapixel macro camera. On the other side, it's still the same 24-megapixel selfie camera, which you can use to stream yourself and your gameplay to YouTube via the Game Genie app. Now, accessories. In short, the ROG Phone 3 is compatible with all of last year's gear except for the clip-on fan and cases. You do get a new fan in the box though, and this time it's actually gained a little kickstand, which comes in handy when you want to watch videos or just want to use a Bluetooth controller. As for cases, you can buy the Lightning Armor case that shows a pixelated ROG logo across the back, a bit like the cool LED dot matrix on the ROG Zephyrus G14 laptop. There's also a more lightweight but more eye-catching neon aero case if you like the attention. I won't bore you with the remainder of the optional accessories list, largely because I have yet to try them. But just to summarize, there's a refreshed twin-view dock with 144Hz refresh rate, a new detachable kunai gamepad with supposedly better ergonomics, and an ROG clip which lets you mount your phone onto a PlayStation, Xbox, or Google Stadia controller. With the performance boost, 5G radio, and various multimedia enhancements, the ROG Phone 3 will likely remain one of the top gaming phones for some time. That said, Competition is fierce in this space. There's the Lenovo Legion gaming phone, which is the other Snapdragon 865 Plus device, and it's just a matter of time before the likes of Xiaomi, Vivo, and Nubia play catch-up. The ROG Phone 3 won't be entering the US until Q3 the earliest, but folks in Europe can already pre-order one starting from €999 for 12GB of RAM and 512GB of storage, or you can max out at €1,099 for the 16GB RAM version. But there's also a cheaper ROG Phone 3 Strix Edition which costs just €799 if you're happy with just the regular Snapdragon 865 chipset, 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Shipment should start around the end of July. Thanks for watching, and if you want to hear more about these exotic gaming phones, hit subscribe and stay tuned to Engadget for more updates. Oh shoot. Yeah, that's how you do it.